Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to build a complete NWAY Anova model in SAS using PROC GLM procedure based on a marketing dataset. Today we will cover how to run two-way and three-way Anova in SAS, how to interpret their interaction, and when to use type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4 sum of squares. Imagine you are working in a digital marketing team and your ads vary by ad type, which will have image, video and carousel, customer segment, new, returning and high value, and platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Google. And you are tracking a continuous outcome conversion, that is amount users have spent to purchase the product. Now let's use proc print statement to see how our data looks like. As you can see here, we have customer ID, ad type, segment and platform, and conversion is our dependent variable. Let's see the frequency distribution for each factor using proc freq procedure. Proc freq data equal to wd.marketing tables ad type segment platform run. And you can see here the frequency distribution for different ad types. So for carousel it has 193 records, image 214 and video it has 193 records. Similarly for high value customer 187 records, 207 new customers and returning are 206, whereas Facebook 205, Google 184, Instagram 211. Let's also create the interaction summary by using proc freq procedure. Proc freq data equal to wd.marketing tables ad type into segment into platform, no call, no row and no percent. Let's see the output. And you can see here for every ad type carousel, you can see the interaction feature, high value and Facebook, high value versus Google, how high value and Instagram, how many numbers of records are there. And this shows how many observations appear in each cell of the factorial design. Let's see the basic descriptive analysis on our target variable conversion. We will be using proc means procedure for the same. Proc means data equal to wd.marketing. I'm interested in mean, standard deviation, max decimal equal to 2, class, ad type, segment, platform, variable conversions, run. Let's see the output. This produces a mean and standard deviation of conversions by ad type, segment, platform and combination of those levels. As you can see here for video, high value customers, and on our platform there are 17 records, mean sales per customer is 60.89, for Google it is 65.17 and on Instagram it is 57.70. Similarly for video, new customers through Facebook platform 22 records, 56.11 is the sales value. Google is 23 records, 60.09, and similarly for returning customer through Facebook 23 observations are there, 57.64 number of records are there, and the highest purchase value is through Google again 65.18. So you can analyze the basic descriptive analysis using proc means procedure as well as through proc univariate to get a basic idea about your conversion variable. Since we have a basic understanding of our dataset and different variables, now let's fit the complete factorial Anova model with all the main effects and all interaction. And for that we are going to use PROC GLM procedure. GLM data equal to wd.marketing class. Let me copy and paste add type segment and platform from here, and model conversions equal to add type bar segment bar platform, and we will be using SS3 sum of squares. Run. Now this code expands to main effects, which are add type, segment and platform, two-way interactions between add type and segment, add type and platform, and segment and platform, and three-way interactions, add type, segment and platform, and this is what we call a full factorial model. Let's run the code. And here you can see the output. The main thing is that a model is significant, its value is less than 0.05. Now let's start with the three-way interaction. Add type, segment and platform, the value is not significant. Segment and platform is greater than 0.05, so it is again not significant. Add type and platform 0.9333, which is very high, not significant. Our main effects platform, it is less than 0.05, so it is significant. Between add type and segment, again the p value is very high than 0.05, so again it is not significant. Segment, which is less than 0.05, so again this is significant, as well as add type, which is less than 0.05, so again this is significant. So as you can see, our Anova model is significant for the main effects but not for the interaction features. To understand interaction features more deeply, we will use LSMeans and slice effects. We will be using LSMeans statement, add type platform slash slice equal to platform plot equal to mean plot. Let's rerun the code. We have already interpreted the main effects and the interaction features. Now here there are some additional output which have been generated by LSMeans and slice. Let's interpret the first tabular table here. Video ad generate the highest sales per customer on every platform, whereas carousel ads produce moderate sales per customer, and image ads leads to the lowest sales per customer on every platform. You can also see here the biggest sales difference between ad type occur on Google, so the ad format matters the most here. And overall, to maximize sales per customer, video ads are the most effective on every platform. And this is a visual representation what we have interpreted from this particular tabular table. And these are the adjusted means value for the ad type with platform. You can see here Google is generating the highest sales per customer on each and every platform. Now this is the last tabular table, and you can see here since p value is very low, we can say with confidence the ad type significantly changes sales per customer on every platform, with the largest differences are on Instagram and Google. You can see the F value is largest on Instagram and then the second highest on Google. And this way you can use LSMeans and interpret interaction between different features more deeply. Now let's do a quick example of two-way Anova where we would like to see the impact of ad time and platform on conversion. For that, I will copy and paste this code and I'll remove segment from here and let's run the code. And you can see here the p value is again significant, the value is less than 0.05, so our model is significant. And again ad type with platform, the p value is greater than 0.05, so there is no effect of interaction features on the conversion value, whereas the main effects at type and platform are significant. And this is an interaction plot for conversions. If you are conducting one-way ANOVA, you are not concerned about what type of the sum of squares you are going to use, because each sum of squares are going to give you the same output. But when you are using two-way ANOVA or n-way ANOVA, then these type matters a lot. Let's talk about type 1. When order of factors matters, data is balanced and you want incremental contribution. It has never been recommended for interaction heavy ANOVA, and generally no one use it until unless you are 100% confident about the order, otherwise you will get biased result. Type 2 sum of squares. Your model has no interaction term, comparing main effects only. If interaction exists, do not use type 2 ANOVA. Type 3, this is the most prominent one. Your model has interactions, data is unbalanced, and you want effects adjusted for all others. This is correct 95% of the time. Most of the statisticians are going to use type 3 sum of squares. Start ANOVA analysis with SS3. If you have interaction features, check the output. Just like we have checked our output and we have seen that there are no interaction features, type 3 is not suitable there, type 2 is suitable. Type 4 is rare, but for incomplete design it is important. If you have missing data or some factor combinations never occurred, then use type 4 sum of squares. So as I had said, you start your ANOVA analysis with SS3, and if your interaction features are not significant, then you go for type 2 sum of squares. In our case, we had seen the interaction features are not significant, and that is why if I have to do this analysis, I will be using SS2. So I have analyzed my output by SS3 sum of squares. My interaction features are not significant, and that is where I'm going to use some SS sum of squares SS2. Let's run the code, and you can see I have to make some changes here. Add type, segment, and platform, because I use the bars, and that's why I was generating the interaction features also. You have to remove the bars also, or asterisk if we are using. And now let's run the code. You will generate the output only for the main effects, and you can see the main effects are statistically significant from each other. And this is the correct way you should be using n-way or two-way ANOVA analysis using PROC GLM procedure in SAS. So today what we have covered is how to run two-way and n-way ANOVA in SAS, how to interpret interaction, and when to use type 1, type 2, type 3 and 4 sum of square errors. And this is the complete end-to-end ANOVA workflow in SAS. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.